Okay, so today we are going to do, I just started the recording. Today we are going to do the operating system deployment. Uh, for example, in the company, you need to deploy operating system Windows 7. Okay, so uh, you cannot install one by one in the computer. Okay, rather what we will do, you will put the operating system task sequence on the network. So any computer, anyone who is joining the company, before he joins, you will set up the computer beforehand. Before he comes to the before he joins to the office, the computer is ready for him. It will be operating system is loaded there. User just have to log in and start working. That's it. But your job is to make sure that the everything is running properly. Like you send the deployment, Windows 7 is loaded on the hardware. It has all the common applications. It is up to date. The drivers are fine. Everything is okay. So before, let me share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen, everyone. Okay. Operating system deployment. So for operating system deployment, there are multiple things which we do. The very first thing is DHCP server. So what happens? You have your SCCM server here. Okay. What you do? You make the SCCM. You have your distribution point here. Okay. What you do? You enable PXE. What is PXE? Pre-execution environment. So anything which which is done on the network, okay, before the operating system is deployed, the file is getting copied on the network and remotely installation starts. That is called PXE. For example, you bring a new hardware from, like a laptop or a desktop, from Walmart or from any store. For the new joiner, is coming, and you are setting up his computer. Okay, and that is a plain new hardware without operating system. So it does not have any OS. Like Windows 7 is not there, Windows 10 is not there, and nothing is there. It is just plain vanilla hardware. Okay, without OS. Now what you will do, you will connect it to the LAN network. This is a LAN network, company network. All the computers are connected here. Okay, like these are the other running computers connected here. These are the running computer connected. Now what you do, and the same network you have your SCCM connected. You will connect your new hardware on this network. The moment you connect, it needs IP address, right? So it will talk to the DHCP server. So there is a DHCP server somewhere here. DHCP, what DHCP does is it distributes the IP address, DHCP. Every computer has a unique IP address, right? CMD, IP config. So my computer has this IP address 192.168.0.101. Okay. So on the network, computer talks to other using this IP. This is called like you have your phone number and your friend has a phone number. You can talk to each other using your phone number, right? Without phone number, you cannot talk to each other. Similarly, computer talks to each other on the network using IP address. Okay. So the moment it get connected, it will come here. The DHCP server is also on the same network, right? All computers are connected on the same network. DHCP, what DHCP will do, it will give IP address, give IP to the new computer. So some, for example, it got 10.10.10.50. It got the IP address. Just I am taking a random number. Okay. After taking the IP, new hardware will say, okay, I'm a new computer. Can you give me some file, please, so that I can boot up? I can start. I can start loading up operating system. So from DHCP server, DHCP will transfer the request to Pixie enable distribution point. So it will say, okay, this is a new computer. Do you have anything for this? Pixie enable point will send this boot package. What it will send? Boot image. So it will receive boot image. Okay. Then the moment it booted up, sorry, it sends boot image. After booting up, the moment it booted up, it will send operating system image. Okay. It will start installing operating system. After that, what it will do is boot image is given. It will start loading up the operating system, whether it is Windows 7, Windows 10, or Windows Server, or Windows uh, any operating system. Okay. After that, it will install SCCM agent. Okay. It will install application, the common application, if you have defined, like Adobe Reader, Microsoft Office. Okay. Common applications. So everyone, because when you build a computer and give it to the new user, okay, the user should be able to access all the files, right? The common applications should be there. Otherwise, suppose he is getting emails but he does not have Outlook in the computer, so how will he access it? He is getting PDF file in email and he cannot open it because Adobe Reader is not there. So give a list of some common applications so that everyone, what common applications are, and those applications which everyone uses on daily basis, like 7-zip, Google Chrome. Okay. WinSCP, multiple applications, okay, which are common for everyone to use it on daily basis. Apart from common, like if it's a other requirement, let's say MATLAB or um, putty or any other which normally don't people do not use on daily basis. That is on demand. So whenever user needs it, they can raise a request to the help desk or service desk, and they will get it. That is not a problem. But common application should be there. Then Windows up to date should be there. The Windows which you are installing, that should be up to date. So patches should be installed there. Then it will, okay, before it will, after joining to the operating system, it will join to domain like pepsi.com. It will join to pepsi.com. Okay, set local admin password. Okay, join to domain WinSCP. Windows up to date should be there. I mean Windows update, not up to date, update. And that's it. And these are the thing called task sequence, because it is doing one by one. These are the tasks in sequence. This is called task sequence. That is how the new computer, or any, not only new computer, any existing computer can also be uh, can also perform the same thing. Like it will boot up, it will, operating system will be loaded up, then local admin password will be set, it will join to the domain, SCCM agent will be installed, common applications will be installed, then Windows update. Also, yeah, you can also have drivers, you know. Sorry. Okay, so drivers like uh, network driver, okay, USB driver or Wi-Fi driver, so that the computer is accessing files and other resources properly. So these are the things which happens in a task, even which happens in a sequence. We call it task sequence. I hope it's clear for everyone, or any confusion. So the requirement is we need to enable PXE. Then we need to send boot to DP, boot image to DP, send load load OS image in SCCM, load OS image, send OS image to DP, create task sequence, deploy task sequence. These are the things which we need to perform here. Okay, so we'll do one by one. Okay, and we'll say whether it is completed or not. Any confusion, guys? All clear? Okay, so this is very important topic, and this is in the company it is already set, but I am giving you that how you can, suppose in the company you already have Windows 7 running, and now your manager wants you to work on Windows 8 in deployment, so you need to perform these steps. Okay, so I will ask someone. Okay, so take this step-by-step document. I am sending it to you. Create DHCP server. Format. Format font. I need small font. Okay. Now, I would request Indu to share my screen, and I gave you the list of things which you need to perform on the chat window. So copy it and paste it on a notepad. Have you logged into the servers, Indu? Okay. Now, first of all, copy the thing which I sent from the notepad and from the chat, and copy it on a notepad, please, which I sent everyone. Okay, remove the done thing which is written there, because we have not done anything. And click on format on the top, format, and click on word wrap. Very good. Now expand this little bit, make it bigger. Yeah, very good. Now remove the done what it is written, because we have not done it yet. Every line has done at the end, right? We will do it and we will say done. Okay. Okay. Now let's move on to what does it say? The first point, create DHCP server to assign IP address to new computer. So we don't have DHCP. Let's go to domain controller. Sir, I still did not find any report. Okay, Manasa, no worries. You can follow this. For report, I'll troubleshoot. I did not get time to troubleshoot. So this is altogether a new topic. So what we will do, you have your report is not working, and for Lakshmi, the update is pending. So I will take both of you on Saturday after the session, and we'll deal with those things. Okay. Now, everyone go to domain controller, Mansa, Lakshmi, Indu, everyone. Okay. And then on the domain controller, you need to do click on local server. Make sure you are on domain. Yeah. So you are on domain. we need to install one role here to make it as a DHCP server. So this is already a server, but we need to make this as a DHCP server, because we need to assign IP address to the new computers or existing computer. So there is no mechanism in place for assigning IP address at the moment. Okay. Now click on manage everyone on domain, add roles and feature. Next. Next. In the company it is already set up, but I'm showing you how to start from scratch. Next. DHCP server, check that box and add feature. Everyone, add feature. Yeah, continue. Click on next. 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 Install. So we just need to take DHCP server from the list, add feature, and go next, 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 and install it. So basically, when you are working in company, you will get a request, not like that, because it will be already set up there. Request to deploy application, which you have already done, and I know you can do it. Software patches, you can deploy patching. You will get a requirement to for queries and report, you need to do that. Operating system deployment, if it is not working, or you need to add new operating system to the network, so those things you need to perform. So everyone click on complete DHCP configuration. Because now DHCP needs an authentication. Who will be accessing, who will be the admin for DHCP? So that is what it is asking. So we'll click on next, and this guy Pepsi/Indu will have admin rights. So we'll leave that as it is and commit. Close it. Close. Now DHCP is installed, but we need to configure it. Okay. Now click on tools and click on DHCP. Launch DHCP. Expand this. Expand this domain.pepsi.com a little bit. Yeah. Expand. Expand the arrow. Click on the arrow which is pointing. Yeah. Arrow. Click on the arrow. Yes. Click on the IPv4 arrow. There are two types of IP assignment. Either you can give IPv4 to the new computers or existing computer, or IPv6. Okay, but IPv6 is not in use. No one is using it. Every company is using everywhere. Wherever you go, you will find IPv4. So we'll go with IPv4. Okay, right click on IPv4 and click on new scope. We need to create a scope. Scope means the range, IP range. You are creating a range that I will have 100 computers in Mumbai office, and I will distribute the IP from here. So DHCP server will be responsible to assign IP to all those 100 computers. Okay. Now click on next. Type in Mumbai IP range, a Mumbai scope, IP scope, anything of your choice. Next. Now it is asking to set the start IP and end IP. So starting IP, you can choose anything like 10.0.10, no, not 100, 10.0.0.0 and put 50 in the last box, 50, and the end IP you may take. Let's say in Mumbai I have 200 computers, so let's say 250 here, 10.0.0.250, 10 dot. So this DHCP scope will give IP to 200 computers. So first will be 10.0.0.50, second 51, 52, 53, 54. So it will keep on giving IP address from 50, starting from 50 to 250. Understood? For each and every computer, whatever it will be like first come first serve basis. The computer will which comes on the network, it will get the IP address starting from 10.0.0.50. Any confusion, guys? Okay, next. Okay, now this is asking to exclude any IP. For example, you want to keep some IP address for your server or printer from 50 to 60, 10 IP address you can exclude, so it will not be distributed to any computer. So we don't have any kind of requirement, so we'll leave that as blank. Next. Next. Click on no, I will configure these options later. Everyone, no, I will configure these options later, and click next. Finish. Done. Now what you need to do is to click on this scope which we have created, right click on that and activate it. That's it. So the scope is activated. Now it is on the network. Any computer which comes online, this server will be responsible to give IP to that computer. So go back to the notepad which you have created and type in done in front of IP address. Sorry, DHCP server. Yeah, create DHCP server to assign. Type in done. So we have done, everyone. Okay. Now add domain admin account to network access account section. Okay. Now let's move on to SCCM, everyone. SCCM, everyone. Now open the console. Okay. Now the very first thing what we need to do is to give an account network so that the file can be transferred on the network, because every file, everything, boot image and operating system image is going on the network, right? So because we are not copying manually in USB, everything is getting copied over the network. So click on administration and site configuration. click on sites, right click on IND and click on soft configure site component and software distribution, because it's a software which is going to be distributed over the network and network access account. So any account which has permission to send file on the network, so that account has to be. So you already have the account Pepsi slash Indu, so we are good with it. We don't need the account to be added here again. So we are good with this. If you don't have it, make sure you add it. Like click on this, specify the account that access network location. Click on the yellow icon and then add your account. I think everyone has it, right? Bhargavi, Trimal, Saichand, Lakshmi, Mansa. Okay, everyone has it. So we don't need to, we are good. So open the notepad again and type in done. Now enable PXC on distribution point. This is very important point. Without this, you cannot build new computer. Okay. So go to SCCM box again. Everyone, SCCM box, cancel. Now click on server and site system roles. Server and site system roles. Everyone on that location. And down at the bottom you have site system roles. Can you take that up a little bit up so that I can see it properly? Yeah, that's it. You need to make the distribution point PXE enabled so that it can send the file over the network. The boot file and operating system file and application, everything, it has to be on the network. Right click on distribution point and properties. Okay, and click on PXE, the second tab. Enable PXE support for the client. It will say it is going to use these port, so we'll click on yes. Okay, no problem, use the port. Bhargavi, you don't have it because you are clicking on database. You need to click on sccm.pepsi.com and then you will get distribution point. You got it, Bhargavi? Okay, fine. Now what we need to do is to enable the moment we enable, it is going to create one service that is called Windows Deployment Service. That is that is very helpful. Without that, you cannot do the deployment. That is a service which is needed for operating system deployment. Okay, then we need to click on allow this distribution point to respond to incoming PXE request, because when the new computer connects online, it will ask for give me some file. I am a new computer, give me some file, and this distribution point will respond to that request. Okay, so by checking that allow this distribution point, this distribution point will be responsible to accept the request and sending the file. Then you have enable unknown computer support. Check that box, because why? The new computer which you are connecting on the network, that is unknown, right? You SCCM does not know about that computer. It is just a brand new, you just bought it from Chroma or Walmart or from the store, and you are putting it up from Lenovo store and you are connecting it to the network. So it is unknown to our database. Require a password when the computer uses PXE. Why? Because we don't want it to be without password. For the security reason, we will keep the password protected. Otherwise, suppose someone comes in, connects his laptop and build his computer and take it away. Okay, give me a moment, please. Okay, so without password, if you keep it as it is, so it will be unsecured. Someone comes in your office, he will connect his laptop to the network, boot the image, and go back. So it is a security risk. So we'll keep the password. Anything 1234 in both the boxes. Click on apply and OK. Now go back to the notepad and say done in all those things which we have done. We have done enable unknown computer support. Yes, done. Allow incoming, done. And set exe password, done. Okay, so these things are done. Now send boot image to distribution point. Go back to SCCM and send the boot image. That is the main file which helps to boot the hardware. Software library, operating system, boot images. Okay, now select both of them by pressing Control key or Shift key. Select both of them. These are boot images. Uh, these images will help the new hardware or existing hardware to boot. Okay, like to start up to receive the operating system file. So right click on both of them and distribute content to the distribution point. So if you have 10 distribution point, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Chennai, London, and everywhere you want your computer to be built using SCCM, these files uh, have to be there. Next, add the distribution point. Next, next. Why you need both of them? Because your hardware may be x64 or maybe 32-bit, depends on the hardware. So both the boot image will be there and the boot image will recognize, okay, this hardware is 64, it will start up with 64 boot image. If this is 32-bit, it would start up with x86. Close it. Now boot image is sent to the distribution point. Now what? uh, we need to add the operating system image file in the operating system images section. Okay, so you all will have operating system in SCCM, I think. Where is that file? I'll let you know. um, The operating system is basically an WIM file, WIM, Windows image file. And you have go to C drive. I will show you. Everyone will have it. Everyone go to C drive. Okay. Um. Okay. Multiple open now. Yeah. C drive. And you downloaded the Windows operating system file. So either Windows Server or Windows 10, Windows 8, that depends on you. We will go with Windows Server. Okay. So we have lab files there, and you have Windows Server 2012 R2. For example, you want to build multiple computers with Windows Server. Okay, so process is same for Windows 10, Windows. For example, you have downloaded Windows 10 from internet. Okay, the ISO file, you extracted it, and you will get it in a folder like this. Similarly, you have got Windows Server 2012 R2 in the folder. So you'll go to that folder, and you will go to sources, and look for install.wim. Do you have install.wim here? That is the main image file that every computer, every operating system will have. Install. Just type in install.wim. .wim. WIM. Windows image. You got it? So this is the main file which you need to copy. Okay, every operating system will have it, whether it is Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 8. Every operating system file will have this is the main file, so you need to copy this. Everyone got it? And go to C drive and put it on the source location. C drive, source, and create a folder here called image, and paste the file. Yeah, so this is the file, image file, which is for Windows Server 2012 R2. If it was Windows 10, you would have done the same thing. You would have gone to that folder and copied the install.wim file and pasted on the source location. Is it clear, guys? Or any confusion? Does anyone have any confusion? No. Mansa is good. Saichan, Trimal, sorry. Saichan, Trimal, I have doubt. Yeah, so what is the doubt? Could you ask, please? Sir, I have doubt. Yeah. What is the doubt? Mansa, can you unmute yourself and ask the question?
Sir, I didn't find the install.vim file, sir.
Sorry,
Sir, I didn't find the install.vim file.
you did not find it. Do you have Windows Server 2012 R2 folder? You have it or you
No,
don't have
sir.
it? In the lab file?
No, sir. I don't have. I don't have lab files folder, sir.
Okay, Manasa, I'll make you presenter and see what is going on. Okay. Can you go to download one? Downloads. Yeah. Do you have language pack? Do you have Windows Server file? No, you don't have Windows Server file. SCCM setup is there. Where did you copy the files and folders? Source. Can you go to source? Go to source, please. Um, Mansa, go to C drive. C drive and go to users. Go to users folder, Mansa. Users folder, Mansa. Okay, those who do not have it, I'll give you the link to download it. Okay, Mansa, what happened? I okay, users and then use that Manasa folder. Click on Manasa. Download. Click on downloads. Downloads. Okay. So I think you have not downloaded it. I gave you the link. You can download it later. Okay, after the class. Okay, on the SCCM box, and then you can perform. I don't know where you did you download on the desktop? Can you check on the desktop? Go to the desktop of the SCCM box. Okay, no worries. You may do it later, Manasa. So you can download it. I gave you the link. Okay, Saichand, Trimal. If you have not downloaded too, you can also download. I have given the link on the chat window. Okay. So once you have the file, you extract the file and you get this install.vm vim file from there. Now what you need to do is to go to SCCM box again, SCCM server, the console, please, and you need to add the operating system image. Now click on this operating system image, right click, add operating system image, and go to the location //sccm slash source slash image. Browse, click on browse, it will take you there. Yeah, take that one. Install.wim, click on open and click on next. So this is the location where we have saved our install.wim. It is automatically recognizing Windows Server 2012 R2, so we'll leave that as it is. Next. Next. Close it. Now right click and distribute it to the distribution point. Without sending any file to the distribution point, it is useless. Okay. Next. Add. Close it. So file is sent. Now it's time to create your task sequence. You remember the sequence I have drawn on the MS Paint, like boot image will go first, then operating system, then local admin password, join to the domain, SCCM agent will be installed, common application will be installed, Windows update and drivers. Okay. So what you need to do is to click on task sequence, right click on task sequence, go back to the notepad first, what you have done, mention there so that you can keep a track. Send the boot image to the distribution point, done. Download Windows 8.1 ISO disk from Microsoft site. So we have already downloaded, but that Windows Server 2012 we have downloaded. So that is done. You can mention. Extract install.wim and copy to that is done. Add operating system image install to the SCCM console, that is done. Distributed it to the distribution point, that is done. Now create operating system task sequence. So we are on this phase. So go back to SCCM and click on task sequence. Right click on that, create task sequence. So step by step will we need to perform what all things it is going to. Bhargavi, what is your issue? Sir, it is installing. What it is installing?
Sir, that install.vim, it was installing, but it's over for now.
Install.vim was installing.
Yes, sir. It was 77%. So I thought I would be missing some steps. So I just gave a message like that. But it's now completed.
It is completed.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are on the same page, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So install an existing image package. The first option we need to choose because we already have that package image already is there. We don't want to create a new image package or capture anything. So first option and go next. The task sequence will be Windows Server 2012 R2, anything of your choice, so that people will identify, okay, this is Windows Server 2012 R2. Boot image x64, because we are going to build, we will have a hardware 64-bit, not 32-bit. Okay, depends, but we will go with x64. Next, so this is the first option in the task sequence. The boot image will be gone. Now the second is install package. So browse, and this image, operating system image which you have installed, this is the install.wim. So this will be given after boot image. So once the computer is booted up, then it is given. Click that one and click OK. Then it will partition the disk. The hard disk will be partitioned, and it will format so that previous junk file will be removed. For example, you are building a same computer again. The computer was running slow, and you are formatting the computer and reinstalling the operating system. So it will partition the disk and remove everything, the existing thing, and it will remove, it will format the disk, and it will start installing the operating system on the disk. Then you have configure task sequence to use with BitLocker. What is BitLocker? BitLocker is a technology which encrypts your hard disk. Basically, it is for laptop devices. It actually, the hard disk is encrypted. The moment you remove the hard disk from your computer, from laptop or desktop, it will ask for 40-digit long password, and that password is saved in Active Directory. So if your laptop is stolen, or somebody has taken your laptop, he will not be able to unlock the hard disk if he does not know the password. Okay, then you have license. If you have already taken a license from Microsoft, you can put the product key here, or you can leave that as it is. Okay, then you have randomly generate local admin password and disable the account on all supported platform. No, we will not go with that. We will go with enable the account and specify the local admin password, because if the computer is not joined to the domain, then you will not be able to log in. So click on this enable the account and specify local password, and just type in 1234 in both the boxes. So you will remember it. Okay, next. Now, do you want to join it to the domain? So this is the third task. What will happen after the image will be gone? What will happen next? So yes, I want to join it to the domain. So click on join a domain and click on browse and choose pepsi.com. So it will join to pepsi.com. Then you have account. Which account it will be using to add it to the domain. So any domain admin account will have access to join the computer to the domain. So set and browse. You have your account Indu there. So Indu is the domain admin access account. Check name. So Indu has permission to add any computer to the domain. So we'll choose Indu. You guys will choose your name. Okay, and give your password in that box. Not 1234. No, 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 no. You need to give your password. Uh, that one, yeah. Hindu SCCM at #123, something like that. I don't remember. What was that? The password which you use to log into the computers, to the server. Okay, click OK. Next. So after this, SCCM agent, this is SCCM agent package. The agent will be installed on the computer. So you don't need to install it again. Agent will be, the moment the operating system is gone to the computer, agent will also be available there. So we are good with this. Next. What happened? Agent will be installed. Next. Now this option is for migration. For example, you are migrating user from one operating system to another, from Windows 7 to Windows 10, or from Windows 8 to Windows 10. Then only it will capture the current setting and apply the settings in the new operating system. Okay, whatever you have in the current operating system, it will uh, capture and apply it to the new operator. But we are not doing that. We are installing a fresh operating system. We'll uncheck all these boxes and go next. Now it is asking to install updates, right? Windows update. So if you want to do the mandatory updates or all software update or do not install, that depends on you how you want. So you can click on mandatory software update. So all the mandatory softwares update which are applicable has to be installed. Next. Now you need to define the common application like Adobe Reader, Google Chrome, okay, um, Firefox, whatever the common applications are, everyone using it. You need to do that. So do you have any package created for those things? Click on the yellow icon. Let's say these are the common applications. Everyone uses these common applications. So you need to choose those and click OK. I think you can do it one by one. Just choose one or two just to understand the concept. So 7-zip is a common application. Everyone uses it. So with the 7-zip will be given with the build. You don't have to install it again. Okay. So these are the common applications which everyone uses it. So we have chosen all of them and next. Next. And close it. So click on task sequence. So task sequence is created. If you edit that task sequence, right click and edit. Right click on task sequence and edit. That's it. Right click on Windows Server 2012 R2. That is our task sequence, right? Edit. Now step by step it is happening. Disabling BitLocker. Then computer is restarting in WinP. It is partitioning the disk. It is now provisioning the BitLocker. Then operating system is loading up. Then Windows setting, network setting. It is now applying device drivers. Then Windows and configuration agent is getting installed. It is now enabling BitLocker. Then it is update. It is installing updates. Then it is installing applications. So these are the step by step perform. These things will be performed step by step. I hope it's clear for everyone. Trimal, Saichand. Okay. Click OK. And now you can deploy it to the collection. We need to make this task sequence available to all unknown computer, because the new computer will be unknown, right? We don't know what are the hardware software configuration. That is just a hardware. Operating system is not there. So all unknown computer will be a part of that collection, and in the moment the unknown computer will come on the network, the boot will start up. So click on browse and choose all unknown computer, the below one. This is fine. Click OK. All unknown computers, and go next. Next. Yeah, so it will show the task sequence, what is happening. Next. We don't want to any alert. Next. It will download the content locally on the hardware. It will download and then the installation will start. So we'll leave that as it is. Next. Next. Okay, close it. Now the deployment is made to all unknown collection. Any new computer which comes on the network, it will start booting up, and the task sequence will be sent. Like boot will happen, then operating system will image will be sent, then it will add, load up the files and folders, it will join it to the domain, and multiple things what we have defined in the task sequence. Now let me now share my screen, because you cannot have a new hardware there on the cloud. So I will have a hardware in my local computer and show you how to do it. Okay, so that's just one step behind. Let me make myself as a presenter, and let me know if you are able to see my screen, everyone. Okay, now what we are going to do, we have my domain is here, I have my DHCP server running here. Okay, the same thing what I have done with you guys, the same thing I have already performed here. So DHCP server is here. You see domain, just the name is different. It is Pepsi, it is wipro.com. You guys have pepsi.com, and I have my Mumbai scope, and that is the from 50 to 100. So I'm giving only 50 ka range, so that only 50 computers can be built. So that's fine. Then I went to SCCM, and now let me launch my SCCM here. Where is my SCCM? Yeah. Then I went to administration, went to this site configuration, sites, right click on this IND, configure site component, software distribution, and this network access. I have added this account. So this is also good. Then I sent the boot image to the distribution point. So these are the boot images which is gone to the distribution point. Then I loaded operating system. So for you, I have guided to load Windows Server 2012 R2. For myself, I have done this Windows 8 Server to the Windows Server 8.1. This is the same install.wim, but it is for Windows Server 2000, Windows 8.1. Source, where is that? I think that is in packages and OSD. Yes, this is the install.vim for you. Install.vim belongs to Windows Server 2012 R2. For me, it is for 8.1. So both are similar. The concept is similar. The file is different. Okay. Then I went to task sequence. I created this task sequence. So partitioning will happen. Then it will load up. All the things will happen. It will load these two applications. And then I deployed the task sequence to all unknown computer. These are the things which I have performed. Now, let me create a new computer, because on cloud I cannot have a brand new computer, but I can create new computer here in my local VMware workstation. This is VMware. This is running on VMware. Okay, I can have my new computer here. So file and new virtual machine. Okay, so you don't need to perform this, because new computer is like a new hardware will be given, new laptop, the people will connect and it will start. So same thing, we are doing it virtually. Okay, so you just understand the concept here. So new computer, new virtual computer. Next, now it is asking to install the Windows Server, but we will go with brand new computer. It does not have any operating system beforehand, so I'll install the operating system later. Next, which operating system? I'll go with Windows 8.1. So Windows 8 64-bit is fine. This is the name of the computer. New hardware, anything of your choice. I'm just giving new hardware. Next, operating system, sorry, the hard disk size will be 60 gigabyte. Next, now the configure hardware, I'll configure the hardware. I'll give 2 gigabyte of RAM, one processor. CD disk, I don't need to give this CD disk, because we are not installing anything from CD. So I'll remove that. Network, I need to put this computer on the same network where my other computers are, where the DHCP is running. So DHCP is running on LAN 1. Okay, so I'll give that, close it and finish. So the new computer, new hardware is up now. I need to start it up. The moment I start it up, it is going to get the IP address from DHCP server. You see, you got the IP address 10.10. This is the IP address 10.10.10.52 from my DHCP server. This is my DHCP server, and it is saying press F12 for boot, network boot service, because it went to the SCCM configuration manager and it got the file. Okay, so if I press F12, it will start booting up. So I'll do the same thing again, and this time I'll press F12. So I press F12, now it is loading up. This is how the computers are built in the company. You connect the computer and then it will ask for the F12, press F12, and then it will start booting up. And now the tasks are going to be performed. It will, you see the boot.vim, boot image is loading up. After that, operating system image will be loaded up. After that, it will join it to the domain. After that, it will install application. It will install updates. Those are the things. This is step by step. It will perform. Any confusion, guys? Since I cannot show this to you on the cloud, I'm showing it on my computer in locally. But this is the same concept which uh, happens in the company. You bring the computer. There is a hardware team who is responsible for purchasing the hardware, new hardware. They bring the new laptop, new computer, and they put it on the network. The moment they put it on the network, they will be asked to press F12, the one which I did. Okay, and the computer will start booting up. I hope it's clear for everyone. Indu, Bhargavi, Mansa, Saichan. Okay, so the video is will be given to you, and the document will also be there. I will send you the document for Windows 7 deployment. You can go through it. And if you have good configuration of computer, then you can also set up a lab, SCCM lab in your own computer, like I have done on virtual machine. So this concludes this one, operating system. So we have added distributed distribution point, created task sequence, right? Done. Deploy the task sequence to all unknown computer, done. So you have done till these step. Okay, add new hardware to the network. So you cannot do it on cloud, so I have done. Okay, and you cannot do this one. So only two step you cannot do because you are on cloud. So that is how it is done. And now it will ask you for the password here. You remember you have given 1234 as a password for the task sequence, right, Indu? So this is for security reason, because if you don't put the password, people will build their computer and go away. Windows 8.1, you will have Windows Server. I'll click on OK, and that's it. It is partitioning the disk, then it will format the disk, then it will download the operating system image, and it will start loading up the operating system. So everything will be happening automatically. We don't need to do anything after typing the password. You see, it is formatting volume C. Operating system image. Apply operating system. It is downloading the Vim install.wim file which you have copied there. Install.wim is getting copied on the new hardware. This is a new hardware, and it is downloading that file. I hope it's clear for everyone, right? New hardware will be joined to the domain. After typing the password, you don't need to touch the computer. Automatically everything will be performed, and the computer will come on the network and come, and the new, before the new joiner comes in, the computer is ready for him. He will just have to log into the computer. That's it. Preloaded application will be there, preloaded software will be there, computers will be up to date, it will be joined to the domain, it is ready to use. Anyone has any question, let me know. We have 5 minutes remaining before we close the session. uh, so Bhargavi, you don't have any question? Okay. Indu, are you clear? Lakshmi, Manasa, Saichan, Trimal, is everyone clear? Okay. Now, who was not able to find the folder? No, sir, I got stuck in between. Okay, so Mansa, have you downloaded the Windows Server image file? You downloaded? Very good. Have you extracted? Did you get the install.wim file? Very good. So you extract, you upload it, and then you distribute it to the distribution point. Saichand or Trimal, have you downloaded? Okay. So you need to perform the same step. Uh, I am done. Okay, very good. So only Manasa has issues. Let me fix Manasa's issues. Uh, I made you presenter, Manasa. Yeah, create task sequence, install and existing image package. Yeah, yeah. You can type in Windows Server 2012 R2 because you are doing it for Windows Server 2012 R2. Browse, browse, x64, x64. Yeah. Click OK, click next, browse, choose that file, click OK. And click on enable account and just type in 1234 in the both the boxes. Next, join a domain and browse pepsi.com. Next, okay, set the account, browse Manasa, check name, okay, password, Manasa SCCM at one at #123. I don't remember your password. You need to give the password. You click on next. Next. Uncheck the boxes. Uncheck all the 4 boxes. Next. Mm, next. Yeah, mandatory update. Install. If you want to install some application, you can click on the yellow icon and add the application. Just take just one for example. Yeah. Take one more, yeah. So for example, these are the common applications, everyone uses it. Next. Next. Okay, and right click and deploy it to all unknown collection. Browse all unknown collection. Yeah. Okay, yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. Yeah, you can choose this one only, PXE. You need to choose this one, the second option. The deployment will be available in network as well as in software center both. So if you choose this one, yeah. Next. Next. Yeah. Next. Mm, yeah, next. Next. Yeah. Done. Okay, so you are done. Now the next step, which I showed you on my computer. Anyone else having any issue? I think Trimal, you are done. Everyone is fine, right, with this? Let me share my screen again and show you what is going on. So you see it is installing. So we don't need to do anything. It will automatically perform everything, and it will be done. The computer will be ready to be used. Clear, everyone? Any question? Let me know in the next session, and we'll deal with that. So we are almost done with our course. There are a couple of things which are pending, like taking backup of SCCM, how to update SCCM. There are a couple of things which we will be able to cover on Saturday. We will be able to finish tomorrow, and day after tomorrow we will be able to finish on 19th. Okay, guys. Okay, so we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you, and yeah, have a nice day. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.